Hey everybody, Glecko back with another video, another solo leveling video. What can I say? I really like this series, this series, this anime. So I wanted to ask about something, right? Because I've been trying to go online and find all type of solo leveling videos to watch, and no one just has, ain't no real good videos out there. So I figured, okay, I wondered. Because I was searching up, stuff about Jeju Island and the Ant King, and I didn't really find nothing. So that leads us to this video. I wonder something, right? Could any national level hunter clear Jeju Island? Now, so by the couple things. One, when I say national level hunters, I'm talking about Thomas Andre, the number one Chinese hunter. I'm sorry, I don't know. I know of his name, but I can't pronounce his name. I'm gonna butcher it. I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna just call him the number one Chinese hunter. And there's Christopher Reed. I'm talking about these three, because the other one, there's 5 in total, but the other 2 we never really saw on screen. And they got off, and they actually got off screen. We didn't see too much of them. I mean, we didn't see too much of Christopher Reed, but at least we got one feat about him. Him going to his spirit body form and his flames being so powerful that even a massive firefighter force and 14 S-rank hunters struggled to put it out. So he's actually pretty impressive. He's good for us gauging a power, power wise. Another thing. We are only talking about in-game, like the final, like solo leveling when the raid team went in. So Jeju Island when the raid team went in. So this is the Jeju Island that had the Ant King on it, not the earlier ones where the Ant King hadn't been born yet. So as you all know, the ants they were getting desperate. They started evolving and cannibalizing each other. Okay. So, like I said, can any national level hunter solo Jeju Island with the Ant Queen, the Ant King, and then go in there and defeat all the ants on the island? And as I'm sitting here and as I'm thinking, I don't know. I'll be the first to say it. And with this one, y'all, I don't know. It could go either way because. So the biggest thing is the Ant King. I was actually wondering, I was putting the Ant King against other other hunters and stuff. And I was just thinking in my mind. And actually, that's one thing I was trying to look up, but I didn't see too much about it. So how powerful is the Ant King? Well, the Ant King absolutely toyed with every S-class on the island. In fact, the Ant King, he did all this suppress, because when he met Goto Ryuji, he unleashed his full power and then instantly took him out. And Goto Ryuji was stronger than all the other S-classes on the island, from the Korean team and the Japanese team, right? The Ant King was able to one-shot these guys. He hit, and he blitzed them so fast they didn't really see him moving, or they weren't able to react to him. And it should be noted that not all of these characters were mages. I think about 1 or 2 or 3, because there was a healer. Four count, counting Byung-yu, but the rest, like Goto Ryuji, Cha Hayan, I know their names, but I forgot them. I don't want to butcher it and sound racist or anything, so I'll just, you guys know what I mean. Like you saw, right? Most of the hunters that the Ant King was blitzing before they could even react, before they could even perceive him, were like combat types. And I bring that up because combat type mages, like tanks, swords and stuff, they seem to have better perception and better physical stats than S ranks. Now we also saw that a S rank mage class is no joke, as Byung-yu, a healer, was able to take out he saved the reporter and took out an ant, and the reporter, who was an A rank, marveled that Byung-Yu's physical stats was on par with his. So, like, and I've always thought that it only makes sense, but there's still no match for that. But back to the Ant King, right? There were, I believe, 7 S ranks from Japan, and there was the strike team S ranks from Korea, which was 6 of them, right? So there was Cha Hae-in, Baek Yeon-ho, Join, Lim Tae-yu, the archer, Ma Dong-wook, and Byung-yu. I believe that was all the S rank Korean team. The South Korea S rank team. I believe, yeah. Okay, so 6 of them, and then there was the 7 Japanese team. I'm bringing this up because if the Ant King really wanted to, he could have killed every last one of the Korean strike team. But he was mad about the Ant Queen and he wanted to torture them. And let's be real, plot armor. I mean, the fact that he was blitzing them and he was just like one shot and one tapping them, unbelievable. So to get back to what I'm saying, how strong is the Ant King? At the bare minimum, I believe the Ant King was as strong as all the S ranks from the Japan team and the Korean team put together. Not going to say multiply, but put together, right? So let's see. That's 6 plus 7. 13. So the Ant King is about 13, has a strength about 13 S rank, or he's 13 times more powerful than a typical S rank, hunter. I'm bringing this up because at the time of this recording, I have not posted the video because, I make videos on bulk now because I make them whenever I get bored. Plus, I'm out of work, so whatever. Stop rambling. Okay. I did a video titled A National Level Hunter Compared to an S Rank. And in that video, I said that a national level hunter is at least 20 times more powerful than a regular S rank hunter. We know this from and I use Christopher Reed as an example because Christopher Reed, with his flame power, like with his fire magic, his fire was so potent that it took 14 S rank hunters and an entire firefighter team to put it out, and they struggled with that. So that really goes to show the potency of these guys' power. Now, back to the video. Well, I've always been on the, back to Jeju Island. Can any one of these guys, the Chinese Korean hunter, Thomas Andre, or Christopher Reed, can they solo Jeju Island? I'm not sure. Could any one of them beat the Ant King? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. It would be a tough fight, but I think they come out on top against the Ant King. And you probably wonder, like, whoa, they dog walked the Ant King. He, Thomas Andre was fighting on par with Raycon. That's not Raycon. Racken. Well, the Beast Monarch. Okay, the Monarch of Fangs. Not really. The Beast Monarch wasn't going all out. He had his power suppressed. And even when he was holding back, he was shaking off all of Thomas Andre's attacks like they were nothing. Even when Thomas Andre went to his spirit body form, the Beast Monarch was taking attacks from him left, right, and center. So the Beast Monarch is definitely a good bit above a national level hunter. But still, Thomas Andre did better than anybody other than Jin Woo, or another monarch possibly could have. Sorry, yawned. Okay, so like I said, they can take I believe any one of them can take Beru because I do struggle to know to gauge how strong Beru actually is. He can't be that much stronger than a typical S rank, but maybe saying he was 13 times, maybe 10 times stronger than a regular S rank, just because of how fast he was able to move and his aura was able just to, how overpowering his aura was at that point. But yeah. Here's the big problem but I do know this. Beirut can't, even though he's weaker than a national level hunter, Beirut could definitely trade blows with him for a little while. You, here's where this gets interesting though. Well, Ant King Beirut, I'm using the names interchangeably. It's not just the Ant King on that island. It's the Ant Queen and the hundreds to thousands of other ants on that island. And these ants have actually mutated, becoming stronger. And their strength ranged from about B rank hunters to A rank. So it's basically basically a guild. Because you got your S rank level warrior, you got your high A rank, you got your other A ranks, the royal guard ants. And in this time, in this scenario, they won't have the luxury that the Korean team had, because the Japanese and Korean team, they work together. And they put like jamming sequences to be able to stop the queen from calling from help. They won't be able to do that this time. The queen will have full communication with her entire hive. So I see them getting overwhelmed. Like Thomas Andre, anybody who's not Jin Woo could probably couldn't solo Jeju Island. It's not really individually. I don't think. I know no ant has the power to stop the national level hunters. And heck, if it was just the Ant King and the Ant Queen, I would still give it to the national level hunters. But a pretty tricky fight. I'm interested to see how they would deal with her. The Ant Queen's poison. But I think they'll pull it off. I think they'll pull it off. I don't. But just when you add in everything, there's only like two ways. Okay, so let's go over the national level hunters, their powers, right? Thomas Andre seems to be a tank, but he's also a ruler's vessel. So he has ruler's authority and spirit body manifestation. So he has telekinesis. He was able to use his telekinesis to create black holes. I think Beirut can maybe not negate that, but I think Beirut could deal with that. And then you add in his entire army. Like some of Jin Woo's fodder soldiers was able to survive getting pulled in from that. I mean, he got some of them, but not all of them. So it's not like that's going to wipe out all the ants. And somebody like Beirut and the Ant Queen can definitely dodge that. That's about all his claim to fame. The number one Chinese hunter, right? He's strong and he's powerful. But even then, I think he has his limits. His ability is he can channel his magical energy into blades and unleash powerful strikes. And in fact, he was able to annihilate an entire swarm of ants who were escaping from the mainland to China. But again, I don't see him deal. It's the numbers. I don't see them deal any of the national hunters. The three, because I'm not really counting the other two because they're dead, and so we know nothing about them. But even with that, his massive energy, the number one Chinese hunter, his massive energy attack, his AOE. I don't think that would be enough to really get the ants and deal with the Ant King. The Ant King is a problem. He's comparable to a national level. Well, I'm not going to say he's comparable. He was a good bit below the national level hunters, but he's so much so that he can still keep up. Like Jin Woo, as he was battling the Ant King, was already was coming close to a national level hunter level. Remember, Jin Woo leveled up a bit before during the Jeju Island before he actually went and fought Thomas Andre. So, Beirut is comparable to a national level hunter on his own. You add in the Ant Queen. I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much. Beirut and the Ant Queen alone are a tough fight. Now, I know I'm saying he's comparable to him, but I do think every national level hunter are above Beirut or the Ant King even by just a little. But when you add in the all the other ants, it's just too much. The 3 national level hunters don't have what it takes to put them down on their own. Now, if they're all together, absolutely, they wipe Jeju Island. But one by one, they don't have the power to clear Jeju Island. Only Jinwoo can do that. They need summons. I'm Glecko. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you back with more. See you next time.